Brett Favre goes back to pass. He pumps. Now he fires over the middle. Intercepted. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. It was intercepted by Tracy Porter near side to the 40, and John Sullivan runs him down at the 47-yard line. You've got to be kidding me. I can't believe what I just saw.
Looking at that play, he should have just held on to it, Paul. He should have. He could have easily gotten 5 or 6 yards if he would have just pulled that thing down and dove forward.
But why do you even ponder passing? I mean, you can take a knee and try a 56-yard field goal. This is not Detroit, man. This is the Super Bowl.
Hello, and welcome back to We Don't Know Ball, the sports podcast where we don't know ball and neither do you. My name is Santi, and with me as always is my co-host, it's Dugan.
Hi, I'm Dugan.
Hi, Dugan. I remembered your name this time.
We've only been friends for 5 years. Only.
It's
okay.
Yeah. What's happening?
Hey, Cubs are doing well.
Cubs are doing well, relatively.
That's the only thing I've got in sports-wise.
Well,
everyone else is bad.
How are you feeling about Cooper Rush?
Who?
Cooper Rush?
Cooper Rush?
Not Cooper Rush. Cooper Flag.
I was gonna say you want to try that a few more times.
It's because we're gonna talk about the NFL and we're gonna like do a power ranking, and I was like, I had the Cowboys in my head. Cooper Flag. How are you feeling about Cooper Flag?
I wish I saw more of him in Summer League.
Mm-hmm.
He looked really good in Summer League.
Okay.
But also that's Summer League, so
yeah.
Not worth giving up. Not worth giving up Luka for. I believe the conspiracy that the Mavericks were told that they'd get the first overall pick if they sent Luka to the Lakers, because I'm a 100% believer in that.
Yeah,
because I don't see any other reason why you give up Luka.
I don't know. So we'll get into the main topic of our show here in just a second, because it's probably going to take most of the episode.
Probably,
but because I don't ever like really engage with the NBA draft. I just find it not that interesting. But how do you feel? Because I have my thoughts about it. How do you feel about the draft lottery?
I don't have an issue with it because a lot of sports do draft lotteries.
Yeah.
I think my main thing about it is that compared to other sports like the NHL that have the lottery, the NBA's especially feels manufactured.
Yeah.
It especially feels like LeBron going to Cavaliers.
Right.
That feels weird just because like that. I know that was like, oh God, 20 something, like 22 years ago.
Yeah.
But between like that, Wembanyama going to the Spurs, meaning the Spurs in a desperate time of need get another big man that's generational, possibly.
Right.
And then, of course, Mavericks giving up Luka, barely missing the postseason, and then getting the first overall pick.
Right.
Feels wrong. It feels like it was manufactured.
I get that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel two ways about it, right? Because, well, like the NBA, you're right. Like, I feel like the NBA has always kind of had a thinly veiled, like, oh, it's all just like a coincidence or whatever. But it's like, sure.
Yeah.
So like, there's that. But I've always felt like I like the idea of like it kind of keeps it fair, because then it's like especially with basketball where like one or two players can make a much bigger difference than like some other sports where there's like a lot more players on a team. Like it's like, oh, it kind of keeps it fair, because then like just because you're a good team doesn't mean you don't have access to like good players in the draft or whatever. But then on the other hand, I always found it kind of stupid that like, and I'm speaking this as like a little bit of bitterness as a Pistons fan, that you can be the worst team in the league for like several years in a row, and it just doesn't change because you just keep not getting the first overall pick.
But if you think about it, I think the idea of the lottery is to decentivize tanking.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. The NFL season gets really interesting when you see teams trying desperately to lose.
Yeah. You mean the Giants last year?
They just couldn't do it.
They just couldn't do it. Had to beat the Cowboys that one time.
Although, hey, that's worth it. Beating the Cowboys. Fuck the
That's
Cowboys.
true. That's true. I agree. Although we're going to talk about the Cowboys today, and unfortunately I have some slightly positive things to say, which hurts me in my soul. But yeah. Well, anyway, did you have any other news you wanted to get into before we do our little
PLL.
experiment?
I can talk a little bit about lacrosse.
Go for it.
So you said you wanted to be a Chaos.
Carolina Chaos. Yes.
Yeah. I assume you have not followed anything.
Not really. No.
All right. Cool. So you're pulling me with the UFL.
Yeah. I watched like part of one game. I was like, it was on, and I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. And then I had to do something else, and I like just have never watched anything else. Yeah.
The West is god awful.
Okay.
Which is the division that both the Redwoods and the Chaos are in. It's
Wonderful.
awful this year.
Okay.
Last night the Redwoods got their first win after a 5-game losing streak.
Oof. Oofta.
Yep. And only one team in the West has a positive score differential.
Oh. That's not good.
Compared to the East, who only has one team with a negative score differential. And that negative score differential is equal to the highest of the negative score differentials on the West.
Very good.
Yep. Chaos are right now the worst team.
That tracks.
Although to be fair, they still have a game to play today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they couldn't improve their odds. If they get a win, suddenly the Utah Archers, who just won 2 back-to-back championships, are the worst team.
Oh. Well.
And the Archers just lost to California, so they just lost to the Redwoods.
Oh.
Last night. But I don't know. It's been a rough season because, those first 2 games were awesome. They were great.
Yeah.
And then not so much.
Mm.
And what makes it suck the most is that the Redwoods have the second best scoring offense.
Really?
Yep. And then by far the worst scoring defense.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So they're the Bengals.
Yes, they're the Bengals. Dude, they needed a lot of things heading into the offseason, but one thing they really desperately needed was a good goalie.
Yeah.
And they went, hey, that backup last year who couldn't do anything, and we let go of the guy who was in front of him. Let's have him start for the season.
Oh, good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, he's now in 8 games allowed 100 goals.
Jeez Louise.
There's only one other team above 90.
Wow.
Yeah.
That I don't know much about lacrosse.
It's a lot.
Even that sounds like a lot. Yeah.
It's a lot.
Anytime you get into the hundreds on some sort of sports stat, that sounds excessive.
But hey, right now they're in the playoffs.
Hey, that's something. You just got to get to the dance, right?
Just got to get to the dance. Hey, first year of the league, they went 5-5. They made it to the championship game and then lost that in overtime. So who knows? Maybe they can lose the championship game in overtime again.
And maybe. That's still something.
It is.
Speaking of the UFL, I don't think we talked about it at the time, but the Michigan Panthers did in fact make it all the way to the championship game.
And then lost.
Yeah, lost very dramatic. Like just got their asses handed to them. Because they're
wait, let me guess. The Birmingham Stallions.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, I think it was the Stallions.
Does that mean the Birmingham Stallions have won every single year?
I think so. Because when they were the XF, because I think, yeah,
they were in the USFL.
Yeah, so I think the Stallions have won. Although, no, last year I think it was somebody else. The DC.
No,
Defenders?
the DC Defenders.
Yeah,
fucking beat the shit out of Michigan.
Yeah. Michigan tends to make it to the championship and then not do much.
58-34. Good God, was there no defense played at all?
No. UFL defense is not very impressive to behold.
I think it's kind of cool. You can look at the official game book.
Yeah.
On their website, yeah. okay, their website's come a long way since the last time I looked at it.
Yes, it's improving. I think their viewership numbers were better this year, so I think they got a little bit more cashola to spend. But that's the only other thing I had to say about the UFL. It kind of fizzled
Still
out at
exists.
the end there for me. But
Okay, I think I said I was going to follow the Memphis Showboats. How did they
yes,
do?
not good. I don't
Not
think they were
good.
very good.
What? No, that can't be right. They gotta have been okay. Lost. They beat Birmingham. Lost. Won. Lost. Okay, so they went 2 and like 8.
Yeah. Not great. But you know what?
Yeah.
I mean, they showed up.
They
They showed up
showed
for
up.
those 2 games.
They beat Birmingham, and that's all. Wait a minute. What am I looking at here? Wait, hold up. They didn't score more than 24 points in any game of the season.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's rough.
The UFL is hella lopsided. It's just like 2 good teams and everybody else is just not good. Did you have any other news you wanted to share?
I'm just saying.
Sports.
Oh, wow.
Personal.
DC Defenders had an interim head coach all season.
I did not know that.
Yep, and the dude officially has the job. I would hope so.
You would hope so, yeah. They'd be like, thanks for nothing.
It's like, thank you for winning. Now fuck off.
Yeah, now go away. Go back
All
to
right,
college.
No, I don't got anything else other than I think the last episode we were talking about who would win the NBA championship.
Oh yeah. Oh man, yeah. It's been a while since we've.
It has been a minute.
Yeah.
So lesson at home, everybody. If I say a team is going to win, it means they're going to make it to the finals and lose against the team I said I don't want to win.
Yes. Yeah. 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 Because we both also wrongly predicted the Super Bowl as well.
Yes. Yeah. If I say your team is going to win,
yeah,
it means you're going to lose in the finals.
Dugan is like the anti-Nostradamus. They're just predicting stuff that's just not going to happen.
Because it's crazy. Because I said obviously we start off with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Eagles won, hooray! And then March Madness, I said Houston. They lost in the finals.
Yep.
We were talking about the NBA while before the finals were even decided who was going to be there, and I think I explicitly said I think the Pacers are going to win.
Yeah.
I hope OKC doesn't because I hate OKC.
Yep.
Although I will say, if I just got if Halliburton didn't tear his everything,
yeah,
the Pacers looked like they were on pace to win that game.
I think so. Yeah, man, that was tragic. That was like not fun. Man, that was so long ago. I put it out of my head because for a second there you were like, "Oh, we were talking," and I was like, "I can't even remember who was in the final." I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot. It was Indiana and OKC."
Yep.
What's the next championship we can predict? I don't even know.
Oh god. Oh wait, no. I also did this for the NHL where I said I wanted a Canadian team to win, and then they got a team. Edmonton got in, and then they lost in the finals as well. So I'm 4 for 4.
You're 4 for 4. Because the next, what would it be? The World Series? Be the next.
Yes, it is going to be the World Series.
Yeah,
I think that. I think actually, the PLL has their championship before.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Okay,
All right.
Early
my
prediction?
official prediction now.
Okay.
All right. Let me look at the standings. Okay. The finals are going to be Water Dogs, Outlaws.
Okay.
And the Water Dogs are going to win their second championship.
Okay. All right, everybody, put your bets down on the Outlaws now. Because you do seem to be very good at guessing who's gonna be in the championship, but just not who's gonna win.
Yeah, I can't. I'm very good at guessing who's gonna make it, but I'm terrible at that last matchup.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, you're at least you got one part of that you're nailing, you know?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so what we're gonna do today, because we are on the precipice of football season, We're about, what would you say, about a month away from college football starting?
About a month away from college. Yeah.
It's like the end of August, and then about a week after that is when the NFL starts. There's actually a preseason game next week. The
Oh boy,
Hall of Fame game. Yay!
Who's playing in the Hall of Fame game this year?
The Lions and the Chargers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So nobody's gonna give a fuck.
No.
I don't care. I don't care about that game.
No, I mean nobody. I care about it if only because like when you're invested in your own team, you're like, I can't wait to see our backup quarterback out there with our third round
Hendon
wide
Hooker.
receiver. Yes, Hendon Hooker. But otherwise, yeah, who cares? It's just a preseason game.
Yep.
But that being said, I'm itching for the season to get started. I'm just like, I'm in that phase where I'm like, I just need football. Like, I just want it. So today we're going to do a power ranking, basically. We're going to go all 32 teams. And the way I want to do this is we'll start either at the top or the bottom, depending on what you want to do. And we'll just go position by position. So, we'll be like, okay, 32, I have this team, you have this team. We can kind of talk about it.
Yeah, let's start with worst to best. That way we can get our thoughts out.
That's the way I ordered them. But I was like, if you want to go 1 to 32, I could do that too. So
I have a list, and then I also have a power ranking thing pulled up on my screen. It's actually a tier list maker where I get to, for the sake of my own brain, drag them onto the.
Yes, perfect. All right. Actually, let's see. Do you want? If you want, you can share your screen, and it could record your tier list thing if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine.
No, let me give me a second. How do I?
I think you can share your screen.
Yeah. Yeah, I could, but it just looks like this.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's
it's
fine.
Not... Okay.
We can do that.
Wait, that's the wrong tab. All right, good.
All right. So, all right, I got my list in front of me. So you want to start at 32?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
You can go first.
Okay, at 32, I have the New Orleans Saints.
Okay, cool. We are in.
Okay.
I was like, man, I hope I don't get dogpiled on.
No. I have the Saints. Poor Saints. They're just not. I can't name anybody on the roster except for Tyler Shuck and Alvin Kamara. And Spencer Rattler. Their, what is it, 4th round pick from last year?
Something like that.
I can't even remember who they took in the 1st round. I can't. Yeah, the Saints are in a dire situation.
They are, and they aren't helped by the fact that they're in cap hell.
Yes, and they just had 2 players retire like right before training camp, I think.
Yeah, and then I can't remember the name of their star young receiver who keeps getting concussed every 5 seconds.
Oh, Shaheed? Or Sheed? No. I can't remember.
Starts with an O. Went to Ohio State.
I don't know.
God damn it! Give me a second. I'm gonna look it up.
But that's why they're at the bottom, because I can't like
their star player. I can't remember the name of.
And they just have they got no money. I mean, Kellen Moore, God bless him. He's like, he's gonna do his best, but
Taysom Hill's still on the team.
He is still on the team.
Yes. Chris Olave,
yes. Yeah, he is still there.
I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at their players, and but hey, they got Chase Young still.
Yeah.
They have Donovan People. Why do they have Donovan Peoples-Jones? I loved him on the Browns, but why did they have him?
I don't know. He was with us for a little while, and then he got injured last year. I think I got
nothing. I got nothing. I don't recognize half of these players' names.
No, it's just a roster with some guys on it.
Yeah.
So that's who I have as 32. Okay, who do you have for 31?
For 31, I have unfortunately the Browns.
Okay, all right. I had the Titans.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have more faith in Cam Ward than you, apparently.
I like Cam Ward. I just who's he throwing to besides Calvin Ridley?
Who knows?
Okay.
But I have the Browns. The Browns are currently in a 4-way quarterback competition.
Yes, they are.
And do you know what happened the last time they were in a 4-way quarterback competition?
No.
They went 0-16.
Ay. Okay.
So
Not a good situation.
not a good situation at all.
But you have the second highest paid non-quarterback in the league in Myles Garrett.
That is true. That is true. And Watson's not coming back this year. He was put on physically unable to perform.
That's good.
Yep, I don't have to watch him trot his fucking ass out.
Couldn't
When
have
we
happened to
get
a
to
nicer guy.
QB5 this year, it will not be Watson.
So who do you think is going to be the starter? Week one?
Flacco.
Okay. With Kenny Pickett backing him up?
Yes.
Okay.
I think maybe 3 or 4 weeks into the season, Kenny Pickett's going to get a chance.
Nice.
A couple weeks later, they're going to give Dylan Gabriel a shot.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be fine. I think that then Gabriel gets hurt because he's small. Shedeur Sanders goes in for a millisecond, and then they go with Flacco for the rest of the year or a QB5.
Okay.
It's going to be. I think it's going to be a mess.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're going to do well at all.
Well, yeah.
My expectation is is literally the floor.
That's fair. Yeah, not to spoil it, but they were my number 30. So
Okay.
I didn't have them that much higher than the Titans.
That's right.
For me, that with the Titans, it's just that I think they are actively trying to rebuild, right? And so I don't have any expectations for them to be good beyond Cam Ward will probably be fine.
Yeah.
And
Also, to spoil,
decent...
number 30 was the Titans.
Okay, we just had those flips then. Yeah. So, their offensive line is going to be better, right? But they've got Kevin Zeitler, who's $1 million years old, and then a bunch of other guys. So, I don't know. I just don't see them doing anything crazy. I'm they might steal a couple, but beyond that, I'm they'll be about as bad as they were last year.
Fair enough.
Okay, so then we had 30. I had the Browns. You had the Titans.
Yep. And the reasons for the Titans is I think Cam Ward's gonna be the one bright spot on that offense,
okay,
and then everybody else is just yeah.
And I would say if you're a fantasy football owner, Calvin Ridley might not be a bad guy to pick up because who else are you going to throw to?
That is fair. That is fair.
Okay. So then since we basically talked about both of them, so at 29, who did you have?
I have the Colts.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I had the Jets.
Okay.
Yeah. Why do you have the Colts there?
I have the Colts there because I don't like their quarterback room. I think it's in possibly more dire straits than the Browns because the Browns at least have Flacco.
Okay.
I'm not a particularly big fan of Steichen as a head coach. And if I have to watch them trot out Anthony Richardson's corpse anymore with how often he gets injured, I don't know.
You're not a Daniel Jones believer?
Hell no.
I want to be. I want to be a Daniel Jones believer. I don't know why, but he's never shown me anything that would tell me that he would be having a career resurgence. But I just think it'd be really funny if he did. You never know.
Never know.
And see, now that you say that, I don't think I can name a player on the Colts besides those two.
Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, Jonathan Taylor, yeah.
Pittman.
Oh, Pittman. I guess so. But see, if you hadn't reminded me, I would have never thought of those two. Yeah, I had the Jets. Again, kind of like with the Titans, it's not that I think that they're whatever. It's just that I think they're in the process of like rebuilding. And so I don't think they have a ton of like crazy expectations for the year. Not that they're not going to try to win games, but like, they got a new head coach. They're pretty much clearing out the entirety of the old, regime. I think their defense will be pretty good. Like,
I mean, it was solid last year.
Yeah, and Aaron Glenn's a defensive head coach. He was a defensive coordinator in Detroit, so I think they'll be better. I just don't think that they'll do anything crazy, right? Like I am not a Justin Fields believer necessarily.
I
think he's
am a Justin
fine.
Fields believer, which influenced where I put the Jets.
Okay. See, this is where we're getting interesting because you probably have the Jets where I have the Colts, and you have the Colts probably where I have the Jets.
Maybe we'll get to it.
Okay. All right. Okay. 28. Who did you have?
Yes. 28. I have, drumroll, the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, I thought about putting the Dolphins there, but I didn't. I put the Jaguars.
The Dolphins are a train wreck. They are falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they're doing. They're not making their team better.
No.
I think McDaniel's magic is gone, and I think that the only thing that could save them is Ryan Fitzpatrick coming out of retirement.
That's fair. Yeah. It's not good. Every move they've made has been confounding. Every
move they make confuses me more than what the Steelers are doing, and that's saying something.
Yeah. Oh man. It's a confusing offseason for some teams. Okay.
Who do you have?
I had the Jaguars.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just the Jaguars.
That's fair.
I mean, like, oh man, I can't even remember the name of their new Liam Cohen. Like, he seems fine. He did good things at Tampa Bay. But no, don't. I do like him. Like, I think he will be a decent head coach, but also it's like, what's he working with? Like Trevor Lawrence is fine. Like, I think he's better than he gets credit for, but at the same time, it's sort of like he's had a lot of chances to kind of work some magic and not much has come from it.
I think Lawrence is so good, like so used to being on good teams.
Yeah.
That when he was saddled with a bad team, he genuinely does not know what to do.
Yeah, it is confusing. And their defense is just not they have some good players on defense, but I don't know if it like is going to be any better than it was last year, right? Like that was one of their big problems was they couldn't, stop anybody. So it's like, I don't know. I just don't have any feelings about the Jaguars. Like a lot of these teams that are sort of my middle bottom, I'm just like, I don't have any. You say Jaguars, and I'm just like, okay.
You have nothing positive to say.
Nothing positive to say. I don't necessarily have anything negative, but I'm just like, whatever. It's, I'm not expecting them to do anything more than they did last year when Trevor Lawrence was concussed for half the year. So just is what it is. Remember, this is the team that when Trevor Lawrence went out, the Lions put 50 on him. Like, just with no... And it seemed like they weren't even trying that hard. Like, it's not,
Fair.
So, I don't know. That's where I've got the Jaguars. Okay. 27. Who do you got?
I just started the last one, but...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Who do you got?
Oh, wait. Sorry. No. Who did you have at 27?
Okay. I had the Panthers.
Oh, you had the Panthers. Oh, okay. I have the Raiders.
Okay.
Man, we're all over the shop. We were in sync for a second there, and then we've completely fallen out.
Yeah, no, I think it's the Panthers. I know Bryce Young improved a little bit, but they did not do enough to make me think that they're going to be any better.
That's fair.
And even if Bryce Young improves a little bit, a dead fish is still a dead fish, and he's flopping really hard. So
that's fair. Why are you being mean to my boy Bryce like that? if you remember, one of my bold predictions was that I said the Panthers would make the playoffs.
I know. I do remember that.
Which, even by my own list, would not happen. But
It's the miracle, though. They're your Cinderella baby.
they are my Cinderella baby. I like Bryce Young, but I can't argue with anything you just said either.
Okay, you know why I'm really so down on Bryce Young?
Why is that?
This isn't why, but it's just funny. I'm taller than him.
That's fair. Yeah.
I've stood next to an NFL player before.
Yeah.
They're tall as fuck.
They are
They're
tall.
big.
Yeah. But I mean, he was
like the same size as Bryce Young.
Yeah. But it seemed like last year he wasn't having as much of an issue like seeing over everybody. So I don't know.
That's not the issue. It's just the fact that anytime he gets so much as touched, he dies. like you're worried he's gonna die on the field.
That's fair. He does look like he's gonna get squished. Yeah. Yeah, I had the Raiders. I like the Raiders. Like, I like Pete Carroll and I like Ashton Genty. I think their offensive line is not as bad as you would think it is. Like, they've got some good pieces there. And then I think, Max Crosby is still pretty good. So there's some
you're
stuff.
Just saying reasons why I ranked them higher than you did.
Right. But all of that said, like, I just don't think that they otherwise improved that much. Like, Geno Smith is a good quarterback, but he's not I don't think he's a huge upgrade from what they had, right? But he's also not it's not like all of a sudden, they're a playoff team. It's just like,
what are you saying? You didn't like the mix of Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell?
Hey, Gardner Minshew is more accurate than you might think he is. No, I don't know. I got no feelings about Gardner Minshew besides his very funny promo photo. But no, I don't know. I like the Raiders. I do think they will be better than they were. I just don't think that they're and especially because they're in such a hard division, right? Like, they got to play the Chargers, the Broncos, and the Chiefs all twice. So it's and granted, they did nearly beat the Chiefs a couple of times last year. So I could be completely wrong, but I'm at the moment I look at them and I'm like, yeah, they'll be better. I just don't think that they're going to light the world on fire necessarily.
All
right. 26. Who you got?
26. For 26, that's where I have the Jets.
Okay. All right.
I don't think they're going to be good. They had a lot of issues last year beyond just quarterback play and, well, yeah, they had a lot of issues last year.
Yeah.
But I think they have a good new head coach.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I am a Justin Fields believer.
Okay.
My dad's a not Browns. My dad's a Bears fan, so I did watch him run for almost 200 yards.
Yeah.
And throw for almost 200 yards and throw for 200 yards in the same game. So I know he has the talent to do it. I don't know. I don't know. I like Justin Fields. I don't mind Wilson.
Oh yeah.
Like Garrett Wilson. I like Garrett Wilson. Their running back, whose name I can't remember right now. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, we don't know ball.
No, we don't. That's the name of the show.
Yeah, I love that running. I love their running back. And I think they have a pretty good defense that if they get their shit together this year, could, they'll be mediocre.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think they'll be mediocre. But I mean,
yeah, I literally think any of these teams I put down here could go for the first overall pick.
That's fair. That's fair. I can see that. Also, I had not fully read all of your categories, and I love mediocre at best. That's very funny.
I'm getting rid of this one. I don't need young but intriguing. I don't give a shit.
That's fine.
You think I know the ages of the players on these teams?
Okay. At 26, I actually had the other New York team. I had the Giants.
Okay.
The main reason that they are higher than I think I would have had them before I was doing this exercise is just because of their defense.
Okay.
I think that defensive line is scary. Because you got
yes, it is terrifying.
Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Thibodeau, and then now
You
oh my
got
god,
this.
I've already forgotten his name. The goddamn what's his name? He was
I'm stalling because I also forgot his name.
what is his name? It just Abdul Carter.
Abdul Carter.
I didn't
yes.
have to look it up. Yes, Abdul Carter. Yeah, that's a scary proposition, right? Because like, who do you block? You just can't like. Dexter Lawrence is going to eat up 2 guys just by himself, and
You
even
hold.
then, yeah, you hold exactly. So, I think they'll be hopefully not as like I don't know. Their offense is still like, ugh, but defensively, I think they can keep them in enough games that maybe they like, get a little closer to 500 this year. And maybe the head coach doesn't lose his job. And then it's dart time, baby.
Woo!
Woohoo! So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm higher on the Giants than I think my ranking makes it seem, but I do think they're going to be better than they were.
All right.
Okay, who do you have at 25?
The Giants for the exact same reasons you have them.
That's fair.
26.
That is fair. I had the Dolphins here.
Okay. That is very
that is very generous. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wish I'd put them a little bit lower, but I don't know. I honestly, I swear to God, I forgot about the Dolphins. Like I was doing it, and I was like, I'm missing a team, and I was like, oh, the Dolphins. Where do I put the Dolphins?
I'm not going to lie. Anytime that I talk to somebody who doesn't really know football,
Yeah.
and they ask me what teams are in there, I start listing them all, and then I do get like towards the end, I'm like, who the fuck am I missing? And it's always Miami.
Yeah, it's always Miami, right? Like this historic franchise that is, has the only undefeated team in history. We're all just like, what team is that? Oh, the Dolphins. That's right.
Relentlessly mediocre for the last 2 decades.
They really have been. And I like Tua generally, but I don't know what he's doing. He should have retired like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do you say about it? It's like they'll probably be fine, but also they could be awful. They're in that range, right? Which is, I guess maybe that's why I have them slightly higher, is because I'm like, if Tua just goes nuclear, right? Like if some miracle happens and that offense looks like it did a couple of years ago, where
they did drop 70 on LeBron.
Yeah, just dropped in 70 on people. They have a shot, right? But also, if anything goes wrong, they're just back to the bottom of the pile. So that's kind of why they're in that range for me.
Fair
enough. Okay, since we kind of already talked about the Giants, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about the Giants?
Jackson Dart, go Burr. I really wanted him on the Browns. I really wanted the Browns to draft him, but it did not happen.
He could be sneaky good. We'll see.
Yep.
When he inevitably starts in week 8 or whatever, because Russell Wilson will look like doo-doo.
Whoa. They have one more option before they go.
Oh, sorry. When after the
Jameis
let
famous Jameis cook for a little.
Yeah. After we get a game of Jameis. Okay. Who do you have at 24?
The Steelers.
Ooh, okay. Nice.
I don't like the Steelers.
Just plain and simple.
I don't like them.
You just don't like them.
I just don't like them. I don't like any part about them.
No.
Not a single part do I like. I would have said their defense, but they're making moves on their defense I don't understand.
It's confusing.
TJ Watt's going to be a beast, and
as always,
that's all.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. I think that's it. Yep. Aaron Rodgers, I think, is going to be dog shit.
I agree.
I don't have any faith in Will Howard to perform at the NFL level. So I hope Mason Rudolph is not playing against the Browns. That could go bad.
Yeah. We can see some more helmet swinging.
Maybe. But yeah, no, I just don't like the Steelers. I just don't.
That's fair. That is a valid reason. I had the Patriots.
Okay. I just realized I still have the Patriots on the board.
Yeah, you do.
Like I'm looking at my list. They're coming up, but wow, they lasted
wow.
longer than I thought.
Well, you know what? I'll give the Patriots some credit. I do like their defense. I think their defense is going to be better than it was, and I do think it's going to be better than people think it's going to be. Right? Like especially their secondary, I think is going to be really good. At least competent, right? Like I think they'll stay in some games. I like Drake May. I think he's a fun quarterback to watch. And I think they did a good job kind of improving their offensive line. We'll see if it pans out. Right? I don't think they're going to light the world on fire, especially considering the Bills are in their division and they have to deal with that. But I think they might be slightly, they might be one of those teams that like you don't really want to play because they're kind of scrappy. Yeah, I'm a little high on the Patriots.
Okay. I'm looking at my list that I have like off to the side here. I'm very high on the Patriots.
I could tell, yeah, because you got them higher than I do. So
yeah.
There's a couple in here where I'm like, oh, Dugan likes this team a lot more than I do.
Yeah. No, clearly. All
right.
Speaking of,
go ahead.
Speaking of, I don't know how you feel. I don't think the Cardinals. I got them up next.
Really? Okay.
Kyler Murray has shown me enough of who he is to where I don't think he's that guy.
Oh, I like Kyler Murray.
I don't think he's that guy. Unlike Bryce Young, my issues come not from height, but inconsistency.
Yeah. That's fair. That is, yeah.
And Marvin Harrison was not the guy that they thought he was going to be last year.
Yeah.
I have no faith in that retirement home of a defense.
That's fair. That you got anything else, or is that just
that's basically it. I mean,
okay.
It's an old team.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't think that they have it in them this year. So.
See, this is where I had the Colts.
Although I think I did say in my like early predictions that the Cardinals were going to win that division or some shit like that.
I said that.
You said that, okay?
Yeah.
I was like, I remember one of us saying that.
See, I said that, and then again, my listing here does not reflect that, like even a little bit. So, but yeah, I had the Colts at 23. We kind of already talked about it, but just yeah. I don't know. I probably looking at it now, I probably have them a little bit higher than I probably should have. But I just remember them being like not that bad last year, right? Like they could have been a lot worse. They were sort of in that wild card contention for a little bit, and then the bottom fell out towards the end of the year. But if Richardson like somehow has some sort of miracle turnaround, he has the capability to be a really scary quarterback, right? Like he's got a huge arm. He's just a giant man who's impossible to bring down. But
he's Cam Newton if he was made of glass.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but also he's made of glass. Like you touch him and he just explodes. I mean, this is the guy who took himself out of a game because he was tired.
Yeah.
Which, like, dude, why did you tell people that?
Just say you hurt something.
Yeah,
people will believe you.
Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. They might be fine. Okay. Who'd you have at 22?
This might be the biggest shocker. I got San Francisco.
That's not a shocker. I don't have them.
Okay.
That much higher. Yeah. This is where I put the Panthers.
Okay. I have no faith in Shanahan anymore.
I'm with you there.
There are guys on that team who clearly want to retire.
Yeah.
And I love Brock Purdy. I'm a big Brock Purdy guy.
Okay.
I don't know. It seems every year his supporting cast gets worse and worse, and I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I have him a little bit higher. I won't give it away yet, but I do think that they will win like a lot of games this year, if only because if you look at like their strength of schedule, they have like one of the easiest schedules in the league. Like they're going to win some games because their opponents just aren't going to be very good. And I do like George Kittle. I think he's probably like the second or third best tight end. He might be the best tight end in the NFL. But yeah, beyond that, it's kind of like, there's no Debo anymore. Ayuk is coming off a pretty major injury, so who's to say if he's going to be, whatever anymore. Who is it? Don't they have somebody holding out right now?
Maybe
Juwan Jennings, I think.
Maybe. I'm unaware of that situation if that is happening.
Yeah, and again, they just have players made out of glass, right? It's just like it feels like everybody on their roster is constantly injured. So
there's something going on with that medical team because year after year they are one of the most injured teams in the NFL.
Yeah, and it's like when they're fully healthy, they're a monster, but also half the team isn't on the team anymore. So they just like cut ties with everybody this last year. So I don't know. We'll see. Juszczyk is still on the team. They still got the last full-time fullback.
The juice.
All right. Let's see. 21, who you got?
21. That's where I have the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, okay. I'm higher on the Cowboys than you are.
Yes, you are.
I had the Bears.
Okay.
But go ahead.
So Dak.
Yes.
What needs to be said about him that has not already been said? Not by us, but just in general.
Yeah.
Fantastic quarterback if he's able to get his head out of his ass.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in he stuck up there. No, I mean somebody's shoving his head up his own ass and is forcing him to throw those interceptions.
Yeah.
Because he is, in the last few years, he's just become interception the guy.
Yeah.
And he should be auditioning for the Browns at this rate.
Rain Dakota Johnson or Prescott Johnson.
Johnson, wait, what?
Prescott. Rain Dakota Prescott.
You watched the Materialist recently.
I guess I did. Yeah. Dakota Johnson. That's funny. Anyway.
No, but honestly, and like mixing that with the fact that I don't know how good that defense is going to be this year. Parsons is always going to be a beast, but the rest of it, I'm iffy on. If you really want to talk about their receiving core, Pickens is a cancer.
Yes.
And I don't think he's going to mesh well there, which means that they brought him in for no reason.
Right.
I don't believe Dak. Like I said, I think Dak's a great quarterback when he's not throwing interceptions for no reason.
Right.
It's like Favre, great quarterback. Why are you throwing that?
Yes.
But at the same time, I don't trust he'll stay healthy.
That's fair.
So because of that, I'm putting them really bad. I think they'll be number 21. I don't know. I just don't have much faith in that offense outside of Prescott, and I don't have faith on him to stay healthy.
That is fair. I don't disagree with anything you said. Yeah, I had the Bears. And look, this isn't just me being a homer and being like, they stole our offensive coordinator. I hate the Bears. But it's more just like I think it's going to take a little bit for like Ben Johnson to flush out all the bad habits, right? Like they're kind of already, you've seen it a little bit in their training camp that they're still having trouble just like lining up to snap the ball, right? Like, so I think it's going to take a while for that all to sort of settle. I do think the Bears have a lot of weapons, right? Like Rome Odunze, DJ Moore. I think DeAndre Swift is a fine running back. He's a fumble machine, but besides that,
you would know.
Yes. But yeah, so I don't know. And I think like as a Lions fan, there's a lot of bitterness towards Ben Johnson because of whatever, but he's a good offensive mind, right? And we'll see if he can translate that to Chicago. But I think that they will be better right? I don't think they're going to win 5 games again. Like, I think they'll be closer to like 7 or 8. But there's going to be some growing pains, and so that's why I have them kind of low. That's it. That's my most neutral take.
right.
without being like, I hate the Bears. Okay, who do you have at 20?
The Falcons.
I also have the Falcons.
Hey! Finally, we're back on track.
We're back in sync. What is there to say about the Falcons?
What is there to say about the Falcons? Man, they're paying Kirk Cousins a lot of money to sit on that bench.
They sure are. I guess there's worse backups, you know?
There are worse backups. Look at the Browns.
Yeah.
They're a team of backups. No, I don't know. I like Pitts. I think Pitts could maybe do something.
Yeah.
Please.
I like Michael Penix's do-rag. I like that he wears that everywhere.
I am a Penix believer. I loved him when he was in college.
Yeah, he looked good, right? He looked good at the end of the season too. So
yeah, so he looked like he was actually putting things together.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't hate the Falcons. Like every time I'm like they've been around, I've been like, oh yeah, it's the Falcons.
Yeah, it's the Falcons. They'll lose winnable games.
Yeah.
It's the one reason I can't put them higher. They just
yeah.
If they hit 95% chance of winning a game, you put your bets, like start putting bets on the other team.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Do you have anything else to say about the Falcons?
I do not.
Okay, I don't either. Okay, 19. I have the Niners.
I got the Chargers.
Oh, that's okay. That's good. Yes.
Yep. We discussed the Niners a little bit, but why do you have them higher than I do? Like, why do you think you have them?
Just because of what I said, where I think their schedule is going to help them out, right? Like if we're because I kind of did my ranking based on like how many games I think they'll win, sort of,
okay.
Right? So I think the Niners, because they have an easy schedule, they're going to win some games, but like I'm not like a Purdy non-believer, but I'm also not like, I don't think Purdy is like a, world-beating quarterback necessarily. Like, I don't think he's going to lose you any games, right? You're not going to lose a lot because of Brock Purdy, but I also don't think that he's going to light the world on fire necessarily. I think he's going to do exactly what Shanahan wants him to do, and that's what makes him good in that offense. But I sort of feel like Purdy, where it's like, if you take him out of San Francisco, like, is he still as good? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, that being said, like I said before, like I do really like some of their offensive weapons. And I think their defense with Robert Saleh is going to be better than it was last year. But also it's like, who do they got besides what's his name? So
besides Herbert?
Yeah, or
sorry, no, that's for me. Oh, sorry. Besides
what's
Purdy
his name?
and Kittle.
But what's their D end, the Trumper?
Bosa.
Bosa, thank you.
I was looking at my list and I was like, yeah Herbert's the only guy the Chargers got.
Yeah. So anyway, why do you have the Chargers?
Herbert's their only guy.
Yes, fair. Yeah.
And I don't like their head coach.
Oh, okay. You're not a John Harbaugh?
No, I'm a Notre Dame fan. What the? No,
oh,
I hate Michigan. I hate Michigan to my core.
Anything? Yeah, and also they looked really bad in that playoff game.
They looked. Ooh, that was. Ooh.
I'm not a Herbert believer. I got to be honest with you.
I didn't say I was a Herbert believer. I said he's the only thing they have.
Oh, that's fair. I just don't think he's that good. I don't know where everybody gets this idea that
I think he's like a mid-range quarterback.
Yeah. But
on a team that relies primarily on running, a mid-tier quarterback will get you places.
Right. I find it so odd that people put him in like the top 5 sometimes, and it's like, where are you getting that from? I don't understand.
Type and aura.
He does have aura. I'll give him that. That I guess that mustache is doing a lot of work. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I agree with you on the Chargers. I do have them higher than you have them, but
Okay.
yeah, I'm not a big believer in the Chargers. Okay, who do you have at 18?
This is where I put the Jaguars.
Okay, this is where I put the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm way higher on the Jaguars than you are.
Okay, tell me why.
I think Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback. Like I said, I just think he doesn't know what to do on a team that's abysmal around him.
That's fair. That's fair.
And we've seen him pull off a miracle like a few seasons ago against the Chargers in the playoffs, down 28. That's a miracle right there. I will not discount miracle makers in the NFL.
That's fair.
Unless they get old, then I do.
Yeah.
But I don't know, and I am not a hater on Travis Hunter.
Oh, me neither. I like Travis.
I like Travis Hunter. I think he's going to play well. I think he needs to figure out what side of the ball he wants to play. I don't know.
I agree.
Because my issue is it's not that I don't think he has the talent. I don't think he has the endurance.
No, nobody does.
Yeah, it's not college. He's going to dramatically fall off a cliff performance-wise halfway through the season if he tries to play 90% of snaps on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
His body will not be able to take it.
Yeah, I agree.
But if he plays primarily defense with some plays on with specific formations on offense, I think he'll be great. I don't think he'll be a perfect addition for that team. And I think it's a team that's one or two spots away, places away from winning that division.
That's fair. I guess
tells you how high I am on the Texans if I'm saying that.
See, I think I might be a lot higher on the Texans than you are.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Yeah, I like Trevor Lawrence. I guess I'm just not necessarily wowed by him all the time. But also, you're right. He doesn't have a lot to work with. So it's I don't know. But I don't disagree with anything you said. Yeah, at 18, I had the Steelers. Pretty much for all the same reasons you said. I don't like Aaron Rodgers. I can't stand him as a human being or as a football player. It doesn't help that he tortured the Lions for, a decade and a half before he was a douchebag. So it just kind of amplifies that I think he's a douchebag. But that aside, their offseason has been confusing. I don't know what they're doing. I think DK Metcalf is a good receiver, but is he any better than what they had before? I don't know. And besides him, who is on offense, right? It's I like Freiermuth. I think he's a good tight end. But he's not in that, upper echelon of tight ends necessarily. And I like their running back whose name I can't remember. He was their backup, or not backup, but he was their second running back last year.
I cannot remember his name right now.
I can't either. And they kind of moved him, but to me, he's much more of a power back than he is a speed back. So I'm interested to see how he does as sort of the
4 to 5 yard runs.
Yeah. I don't know, but we'll see. And yeah, I don't. The only reason I think I have them higher is just because of Mike Tomlin, right? He's always going to field a playoff team, even if they're not necessarily going to win a playoff game.
The main reason why I put it lower is because I think this is the year the 9-8 or 10-7 Magic dies.
It might be.
I think this is the first time he's going to have a losing season in his career.
Yeah, I think that's entirely possible. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I just don't. And also, yeah, they have to play in the same division as the Bengals and the Ravens. So good luck.
Yep.
Okay. 17.
This is where I have the Raiders.
This is where I have the Cardinals.
Okay.
Similar teams, I think.
Yes, I'm a lot higher on their offense than you are.
Okay.
I love their offense for
That's
no
fair.
particular reason than just it reminds me a lot of that fucking 2013 Seahawks
It
offense.
does a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
You think Gentry's the next Marshawn Lynch?
Yeah,
He could be.
he could be. He
He is,
definitely played like it when he was in college.
that's true. You're not overly worried about the sort of the tread lost on his tires there, like how much he was used in college. Maybe he's a little worn down.
Why would I be worried about that? It's his rookie season. I'm not talking about their future prospects. I'm talking about their
true.
immediate.
That's fair. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Plus, I like Pete Carroll.
I also like Pete Carroll. He makes me happy. I like that he's just like an old man now. He's just like, but he's got all kinds of energy for an old man. Yeah. Big fan of Pete Carroll. What's the name of their offensive coordinator? He was a college coordinator for a little bit.
I don't know. I know the Browns call as our offensive coordinator.
I would hope you know your team's offensive coordinator.
Oh, I know him because he was also Notre Dame's offensive coordinator when they were bad at offense.
Oh, Chip Kelly.
Chip Kelly. Oh shit, Chip Kelly's there.
Yeah,
Offensive. Ooh.
So I'm interested
May have
to
ranked him
see.
too low.
Yeah,
I'm not changing my list now, but
I haven't changed mine at all. So, yeah. I had the Cardinals. I don't know. I think I'm a Kyler Murray believer, even though I know he's inconsistent. There's just something about him I like. And I think people forget that they were leading their division last year for a good bit of it before the Rams ran away with it, right? Like, I think what they do on defense is really interesting. Like, I think they have some interesting sort of chess pieces that they move around and create chaos. I really like Budda Baker. I know he's been around for a while now, so it's kind of like, people aren't as surprised by what he can do anymore, but I think his ability to blitz and cause chaos is just interesting. Yeah, I like the Cardinals. I don't know. I don't think they're necessarily going to win their division, but I like
think
them.
you mean you do think they're going to win their division.
Well, I said that. I don't know. I don't know if I believe it anymore, but yeah, that's where I got the Cardinals.
We'll have to do new predictions right before the season starts.
We will, because mine have probably shifted a ton.
Mine have shifted a lot.
Okay, who do you have at 16?
At 16, this is where I have the Bears.
Okay, interesting.
I'm a bit higher on them, and the main and only reason why, their head coach.
That's fair.
Love him. I love him.
You love Ben Johnson, huh?
Yep, I love Ben Johnson.
All right, this call is over. No.
I love Ben Johnson.
Benedict.
I love the bullshit he pulls.
Spiteful man.
Plus I think Caleb Williams I think he's going to perform better.
Yeah, I do think he will.
I think a lot of the reason, I think a lot of things that people criticize him about, like the crying on the sidelines and the overextension of plays when he really should have just declared the play dead and thrown the ball away.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that is just he cares a lot. Like, he wants to win, and I think at some point with Ben Johnson's help, it's going to click and he's going to start winning.
Yeah. I will say I do really like Caleb Williams. Like, especially as a person, I think I'm glad that somebody like him is in the NFL. Like,
yeah. I hated him in college because he played at USC, and again, Notre Dame fan, but I like him now that he's in the NFL.
Yeah, I think it's good to have somebody who is more emotionally complex, like, and like, people make fun of him for the painting his nails and whatever, and it's like, I'm glad there's somebody like that who is pushing that boundary in the NFL. I just don't know. I don't know about him as a player, but also, like, he only had one season, and also he was running for his life for most of it. So, there's nowhere to go but up.
And had a head coach who should have been fired the year before.
Yes, definitely. I can understand the reasons for optimism. I guess I just don't. I'm not as optimistic as everybody else. At 16, I had the Cowboys.
Okay.
And the main reason is kind of the inverse of what you said. I do think Pickens will be better with the Cowboys than he was with the Steelers. And the reason is I think he works better as a number 2 as opposed to a number 1. I think like personality wise, I don't know if that's going to work for him, but I think scheme wise, it's kind of like if you're an opposing defense, it's like, who do you guard, right? Like you either double CD or you double George and you can't do both, right? Like one of them is going to catch the ball. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't like the Cowboys generally, but I think their offense is going to be a force to be reckoned with at times. But that being said, I think their defense is going to be real bad. So
That's fair. I'm noticing, looking at this,
yeah.
I probably should have chosen a tier list that did not have the playoff team, Super Bowl contenders, and Super Bowl favorites. I probably should have had it as in like tiers, like top tier, whatever, because I have a lot of NFC teams left and not a lot of AFC teams.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
It's like 90% NFC right now.
Okay. Okay. So at 15, I had the Chargers. So who did you have?
At 15, I had the Broncos.
Oh man, I have the Broncos so high.
No.
Okay. Why do you Well, that's interesting. We both have AFC West teams.
Huh. Yeah, no, I'm there because honestly, I don't know how I feel about Sean Payton as a coach. Like he's a good coach, don't get me wrong, but the NFL is evolving a lot.
Yeah.
And he tends to run stuff that is a bit bygone. I think he's going to go the way of Belichick.
That's
where
fair.
the league just evolved beyond Belichick.
I can see that.
I like Bo Nix. Don't get me wrong. I like Bo Nix.
I love Bo Nix.
I think they have a great defense.
Yeah.
I think just like last year, they're going to struggle to put the pieces together on offense.
Okay. I can see that.
But just like last year, I think they could make the playoffs.
Yeah. Okay. I don't
like. I'm not down on them. Like this is like we're in the top half of the.
Yeah,
league
these are playoff
like,
teams.
I think they're going to be
yeah.
These are playoff teams. I think they're going to be good, but I just don't think that they're in that upper echelon just yet.
That's fair. I don't disagree with that. I do not disagree with what you said. I do have them way higher than I probably should, and I'll explain that when we get there. But yeah, I have the Chargers. Just I don't know, kind of like what you said. Like just all the negative things you said, I don't disagree with, but they did make the playoffs last year, so it's like it's kind of hard to have them like lower than making the playoffs, I guess. So it's like these teams were kind of the hardest for me to like sort out, right? Because it's like they're all very similar insofar as like they've got one or two giant sort of glaring flaws and then like one or two things that they do really well.
And that's what makes them not in that upper tier.
Right, exactly. So yeah, Chargers are like whatever. I don't have anything else to say about him. I just don't like Justin Herbert. I mean, I like Justin Herbert, but I don't think he's that good.
Fair enough.
So we'll see. All right. Who do you got at 14?
At 14, I have the Bengals.
Oh, man. That's so interesting. Okay. I have the Seahawks.
Okay.
The Bengals are next for me. Spoiler alert. So
okay.
That's
yeah, I have the Bengals there because what defense?
Exactly. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think Zach Taylor sucks. He should have been fired years ago.
Yes, I agree.
And there's only so much bullshit Joe Burrow is going to take.
Yeah. I'm 100% with you.
They have no money left for their defense.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And their guy who they drafted to replace Hendrickson fucking doesn't want to be there.
He did finally sign his contract, though. I don't know if you saw that.
I did, but it took him so goddamn long.
Yeah, I know. He missed all of his mini camp, and now he's missed the first few days of training camp. So
Yep.
we'll see. Yeah, I agree with you. Bengals offense, scary. Their defense, who cares?
Honestly, could be one of the best offenses in the NFL.
Yeah, it could be. It could be like top 5 probably, but the
I would say their floor is top 5. Their ceiling is best.
yes, I agree. But yeah, their defense that has the
Dude.
that has the possibility to be the worst.
Yeah, they have a floor of worst and a ceiling of top 5 bottom.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, that defense was so bad last year.
Ooh, and it just got worse.
They couldn't stop a toddler. Like it was terrible.
I could have run for a touchdown against.
Yes. Yeah, I had the Seahawks. Their offense is a bunch of just guys. So it's Sam Darnold, whatever, and Cooper Kupp, who's fine, made of glass. But their defense, I'm actually really excited about. I think they have a really good linebacking core. I think their secondary is a lot better than it gets credit for. They have a defensive, minded head coach. And I mean, people forget too that at the end of the season, they were pretty close to taking the division away from the Rams, right? Like they only needed a couple of things to go their way, and that would have been theirs. So I can see the Seahawks making some noise. I don't know if they're necessarily going to be like world beaters, but I mean, they were putting up some fights with Geno Smith and DK Metcalf and a dream. So we'll see. I think the Seahawks could be pretty good.
We will see.
Okay. At 13, I had the Bengals.
Okay.
Say pretty much exactly what you said. They got no defense.
Yeah.
Who'd you have?
13, I have the Seahawks.
We're back to being in sync.
Woo! Yeah, for all the reasons you said. I mean, they'll be good. I don't know what else to say. They'll be good. I don't think they'll set the world on fire. They'll be good.
Yep, they'll be fine. Okay. At 12, I had Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Who'd you have?
I had the Rams.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I think they're just barely better than the Seahawks.
Ooh, that's very interesting. Okay.
Yep. I don't like replacing Kupp with
Devontae
Adams. I'm trying to think of his last name. I just want to call him Devontae.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm not big on that move because they don't fit the same archetype.
Right.
I think we talked about this like in our NFL free agency.
Yeah.
Last draft. They don't fit the same like role that on the team so it just feels like a bit of a weird transition.
Yeah.
And now I know Stafford likes throwing to larger targets.
Yes.
So obviously Adams is going to somewhat fit that. But I don't know. It just that defense is good. That offense is good. I think they're winning the division.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I have them as a Super Bowl contender.
I think that's fair. I don't necessarily disagree with you. I have them a couple of teams higher. If only because I think their defense is getting a lot better, right? Like, especially their defensive line is really good. Their secondary is not good, so I do worry about that because that was kind of their big problem last year with the Rams. But I mean, they almost went to the championship game, right? Like they were a couple of if freaking what's his name on the Eagles hadn't just gone nuclear at the end of that game, then
Saquon.
Well, Saquon on defense.
Oh, no. That's
the
right.
lineman, I can't remember his name.
Yep, I can't remember. I know
anyway,
who you're talking about.
Yeah, if he hadn't just gone ballistic, then the Rams could have won that game, right? So, I do think they are better. To me, they're in that upper echelon, but I also don't disagree with why you put them at 12.
No.
I have Tampa Bay here because I think Baker Mayfield is just a lot of fun. I just really like watching him. and their defense is fine. We'll see if Hassan Reddick is anything. Because he basically didn't play football for a year. But yeah, well, I think their defense, like, it varies wildly, right? Like sometimes it looks like the best defense in the league, and then sometimes they can't stop a runny nose. So it's like, you know, but on the offense, I mean, Bucky Irving, right? And Mike Evans, they got a bunch of dudes. So, okay, Dugan, who do you have at 11?
All right, at 11, I have the Texans.
Oh, okay. I have the Packers.
Okay. Oh, we are of very different minds of the Packers.
Oh, it's gonna be fun talking about the Packers. But go ahead, talk about the Texans.
Texans. I think what we saw last year is a lot closer to what they are than what we saw like the year before.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot closer to the reality. And which is good. They were good last year, don't get me wrong, but I don't think they're like, beating the shit out of people like they were a couple of years ago.
Right.
You know, I don't know. There's not much to say about them because they're just good. I mean, they are the definition of a good football team.
Yes.
They're not great. They're good.
To be fair, I only have them a couple more. So
okay.
We're pretty much in lockstep on the Texans.
Yeah, I can't remember their quarterback's name right now. I wish I could.
Stroud.
CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud. I like him. I really do.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna throw like 4 interceptions this year and then throw for 30 touchdowns. He's not. I think that rookie year was an anomaly.
Yeah.
But he's good. I still think he's a good guy, a quarterback. So
yeah. And I think too, last year he was running for his life a lot, right? Like,
yes,
I think it was something like they had the shortest. He had like the shortest time before there was pressure in his face, right? Like he had like he had to get the ball out really quickly. So, we'll see if that improves with a slightly different offensive line, but
who knows?
I just think their defense is so good. I just really like their defense.
All right.
They got some dudes on that line, man.
They do have some dudes on that
line. They made the Chargers look like a high school team. I mean, they just were like, they were throwing Herbert to the ground. Like, yeah. And they are violent. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have the Packers here. Look, part of it is because I hate the Packers. But the other part of it is I don't believe in Jordan Love. I just don't.
Okay.
I know everybody loves him. I'm telling
Toyota-thon.
you, Toyota-thon Jordan Love is not forever. He's gonna let you down. Okay, I'm warning you. I'm telling you. I don't think he's that guy. I know I'm gonna look like a fool in October when he's just going crazy and he's making all of us look stupid. But I just don't think he's that good. I think he makes weird decisions. I think he crumbles when like there's an immense amount of pressure on him, right? Like the last playoff loss was almost entirely his fault. Like he just threw that game away. So I don't know. I don't think Jordan Love's that good. And also
he's a mixture between Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. Like
he is, but I don't think he got the best parts of either of them.
Okay. All right.
I know people love him and I feel bad like shitting on him just because I hate the Packers, but and I like him as a person. He seems nice, right? But also they got like 50 number 2 receivers. I don't think they have a single number 1 receiver.
They just drafted one. What are you talking about?
Matthew Golden?
Yeah.
He's fast. I don't know if he's a number 1 receiver.
I think he's a number 1.
Okay.
I think he's a number 1. Okay, I'll get into my thoughts later.
Okay. But yeah. And also their defense. I mean, they were really good last year, but I don't know if they're going to be good this year.
Okay.
All right. Who'd you have at number 10?
I got the Vikings.
I also have the Vikings.
Hey. I don't know. I like them. I don't think they're going to be as good as they were last year. Last year was a weird season.
Yes.
But I don't know. I believe in their quarterback. I believe in McCarthy. Yeah, I like McCarthy. I know I was just shitting on Harbaugh for coaching Michigan earlier, but I like how I feel about coaches retains after they go to the NFL. How I feel about players stops because they went there for an education and an NFL possibility.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't care what college you went to when you hit the NFL. I care what college you coached at when you go to the NFL.
Right. I agree with you.
Yeah, and plus, Val has decided to get into football this year and is following the
Nice.
Vikings.
Hell yeah.
So I at least got to show a little bit of love towards
Love
that.
you, Val. Don't hate the
Love you,
Vikings.
Val.
I honestly don't. Like, as a Lions fan, like if I were to rank the NFC North teams by the ones I hate the most, Packers are number 1, Bears are number 2, Vikings are number 3. Like, I just don't hate the Vikings. I don't know. I have very few like I relate to them a lot because I too have witnessed many a disappointing like explosion at the end of the season. So yeah, I have a lot of sympathy for Vikings fans. And also they got the
Okay.
best uniforms in the league. They just do. So
Okay.
And Justin Jefferson is just an incredible person to behold.
Yes. God, what a man. What a talent.
What a talent.
Between him and Jamar Chase, man. What talents, man. That LSU offense in 2019 was fucking crazy.
That reminded me, I don't know if you've ever seen, there's a tweet where it's like a guy and his dad and they're just like completely silent. And then one of them is just like, man, Randy Moss, hell of a player.
Yeah. Oh man.
Lost my mic for a second.
Oh.
Okay. Where were we? 10. Okay. Number 9. Who do you have?
Number 9. That's where I have the Buccaneers.
Oh, okay. That's where I have the Texans.
I love Baker Mayfield. Love him.
He's cool.
I love him. I think they're gonna be good. I mean, they're really good. I don't want to say they're really good last year, but they had the opportunity to be really good. And I think that the Reddick signing really helps out off a defensive line that was struggling a little to get the pressure that they needed. And I think that they're going to be up there. I don't think they're going to win it all, but they'll win their division pretty comfortably. And I think
easily,
yeah, I think they'll easily win. Where's the next team from that division? Ah, yes, the Falcons.
The Falcons,
like 7 spots below.
Yeah. Agree with you 100%.
Yep. I just think that they're going to be good. I think they will have a damn good offense, like top 10 offense, and I think they'll have a like top 12 defense.
That's fair. Yeah, they probably will. I mean, I had them at, what did I have them at 12? So we're kind of in the same.
We're not in the same.
Dissimilar.
Yeah, but
honestly, with these, like from like, I don't know, 15 to like, I want to say like 8. You could move any of those up or down, and I'd kind of
they're like
you. You
they're pretty interchangeable.
Yeah, like any of the ones you've said, I'm not like I haven't been like, what are you talking about? I'm just like, yeah, I pretty much agree with you. I just don't. I don't know, whatever. And yeah, I had the Texans, but we already talked about the Texans.
Yeah, like I said, they're interchangeable in these slots.
Pretty much. I just really love their defense. I think
Okay.
I think they got some dogs. Okay. At 8, I had the Rams.
Okay. At 8, I have the New England Patriots.
Whoa!
You forgot they were still on my board.
I did. Wowee. Okay. You really like
I love
Patriots.
Vrabel. I praise to the Vrabel.
Wow. Okay. I want to hear about this. Go for it.
Okay, so let's just start number 1 with the fact that coaching change.
Yes.
They needed it desperately.
Absolutely.
They also really improved their offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the mess that it was that they threw to the dogs last year. Their quarterback, who I just forgot the name of. Oh god. Drake May, thank you. Drake May. I love Drake May. Genuinely, okay. I love Drake May. Yeah, I am really high on him for reasons I cannot explain. There were just a few throws that he made last year that made me think if he could do that all the time.
Yeah.
And I think Vrabel's a really good coach. And I think he comes in with a Belichick-style Patriots mentality that's more adapted to the modern NFL.
Right.
I think that defense is going to beat the shit out of people.
Okay.
And Drake May has a number one target.
Oh,
Diggs.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know if I agree with that, but
Like I said, I know. Look, I made a comment way earlier when you had the pages like, oh wow, I have these guys really high. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really high on the Patriots this year.
Okay.
I don't hate them anymore. Like Belichick's gone, Brady's gone. I don't hate them anymore. So
nobody hates them anymore.
They suffered through a few struggling seasons. I'll let them have one good season before they go back to irrelevance.
Fair. That's fair. I guess I just don't. There's like some glaring things that I guess kind of concern me with the Patriots. Like I do think their defense will be good, but I think some of their better pieces are kind of like old or fragile, right? Like I like Carlton Davis, right? He was on the Lions last year, but he gets hurt so often. Like he's just one of those guys that's just always injured. And I just don't know about Diggs. Like I can't tell. Like he's coming off a major injury. Like he's just, and when he's out, it's like who's Drake May throwing to? You know, it's like I like Drake May. I think he's got a good arm. I think he's a good scrambler. He's really good at as a runner. But yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily disagree with what you're saying, but I think what's funny is I have them at their floor and you have them at their ceiling.
Their
right?
ceiling, yeah.
So
they're in reality they're gonna be somewhere in the middle.
In there, yeah.
I have it. Everything's gonna go right.
Right. Which is funny because I feel like that's almost with my pick too. I have the Rams at their ceiling, and you kind of had them at their floor.
Yeah, but their ceiling and their floor is interchangeable.
It is pretty interchangeable. I just think the Rams are tough, right? Like they're always going to be tough, and it's just like it's like they lost Aaron Donald and they didn't even blink. They were just like, all right,
they replaced Aaron Donald with 4 rookies.
4 rookies, yeah. And I really like Jared Verse. I think he's an incredible player.
I think Young is fucking fantastic.
He is really good. They don't have a good secondary, so we'll see how that works out. But everything else about the Rams I like. And this is despite the fact that I don't like the Rams. Like I was very happy for Stafford when he won a Super Bowl. And then every time after that I've seen him, he's filled me with rage. So
I think as long as McVay is there, they have a shot.
They will always have a shot. Yeah. Okay. Number 7. Who do you have? This is
number 7. I have the Washington Commanders.
Me too.
Hey, they're going to be good. I do not believe in Deebo Samuel, but they didn't need him last year.
That's fair.
So I think
go ahead.
Yeah. I just think that they're going to be good. I think it's going to be a continuation.
Yeah.
I've always liked Dan Quinn as a coach. I know Falcons' tenure was rough at the end.
Right.
But when you lose a Super Bowl the way he lost a Super Bowl, you need a few years to get your shit together.
Yeah.
Shanahan still never recovered, and he just keeps doing it.
Yep. Oh boy. Now I'm curious what you think. Do you foresee a sophomore slump for Jaden Daniels?
Yes, but Jaden Daniels was a phenomenal talent last year.
That's true.
And unlike CJ Stroud, whose talent came purely from throwing, you can't exactly have a sophomore slump when it comes to just being able to fucking outrun everybody.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. The one thing with the Commanders, and even though I'm still bitter at them,
I was gonna say, didn't they kick the shit out of the Lions?
They did kick the shit out of the Lions, but I put them at 7 despite that fact. Their defense is concerning, right? Like it's old, and also they don't have a secondary. Like they have a couple of guys, but that was kind of their problem last year, and they just didn't really address it. They were just like, we'll let a couple of guys go, and that's about it. So we'll see. I think they will be about as good as they were last year, and they were good enough to get to the championship game. But I think some of the luck they had last year will run out a little bit, right? Like you can't repeat some of the stuff that happened. Like the Hail Mary that's a, like how often does that work out?
Both of those teams were struggling a little bit heading into that game.
Right.
And then that happened and Bears went one direction, Commanders went the other.
Yeah. But also like their like fourth down conversion rate, like they're going to struggle to maintain that, right? So there's like a lot of reasons to be like, they probably won't make a huge jump, but I also don't see them making like a huge tumble either. Like I still think they'll be scrappy, hard to deal with, annoying to play. So yeah, Commanders at 7. Okay. That's funny. We got a couple now where we've been like right in sync. Okay, this is one where I know we're going to differ. Who do you have at 6?
I have the Lions at 6.
Okay, that's fair. I have the Broncos.
If not for wow.
Yeah.
I want to hear your reasoning in a second, but
okay.
I have the Lions there. If they didn't hemorrhage coordinators, like if they didn't lose a bunch of their coordinators and a bunch of their staff, I would have had them higher. Like they would have been top 3. That's but fair. They lost the coordinators. I'm a little iffy on how that's going to end up. I don't know how many good years Jared Goff has left.
Fair.
So
look,
we'll just have to see. I still think they're going to be good. Clearly, I have them at 6.
Right. Well, look, I'm not that different. I have them at 5, to be honest with you. So,
okay.
And that's my favorite team. So,
so there you go. Okay, look, favorite teams can't do anything. I have the Browns at 31.
Yeah, I have the Broncos, and the main reason is I genuinely think they're going to have the best defense in the league. Just straight up.
Okay.
I think their secondary is going to be like a no-fly zone. Just Pat Surtain and what's the guy they drafted? I can't remember his name, but he was a really good corner that they drafted. They've got some. Oh, go ahead.
I'm worried about their defense because they don't have very good. I don't think they have good middle linebackers. I think the middle of their field is going to be ripe for like just being picked apart in the passing game.
Maybe that's possible.
I don't think you have to throw deep against them.
No, that's fair. I guess I hadn't considered that totally, but I still think they're going to have a really good defense. Maybe not. Maybe it won't be number 1, but I do think it'll be top 5 at the very least. And I think Sean Payton's a good coach. I think maybe his offensive philosophies are a little bit outdated, but I think he's going to make it work, right? Like he made it work with Bo Nix in a dream. So I think I think Bo Nix is going to get better with time. Like a lot of the mistakes and things that he made last year were just sort of rookie things, right? But he comes out a little bit cleaner because he's older, right? He's like, what is he, 30 now? So, and I just think he's funny. He's a funny interview.
Please tell me you saw his NFL top 100 highlight.
No, I haven't seen it yet. No.
So the introduction highlight that they have for him is him throwing a pick. It's
incredible.
This is the official NFL. It's so funny.
I have loved him ever since. I can't remember what game it was. He threw an interception. And it was kind of like to lose the game. And they asked him in a press conference, they're like, can you walk us through what happened there? And he's all, I snapped the ball, stepped back, threw it to the other team.
That was when he was with Auburn.
Yeah. Oh, what? No, that was in the NFL.
Wait, was that in the NFL?
Yeah.
He had a similar interview when he was at Auburn.
I believe it. Yeah, he seems like that kind of guy.
He had an interview where I think they lost to Alabama and he threw like 3 picks. They went, what was going on in that game? He just went, well, every time I dropped back, there was one of the defenders was already there.
I just think I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably too high on the Broncos, to be honest. But I don't know.
Hey,
I made the list already.
You gotta believe because this top 5, we have this pretty outside of one team, pretty much the same top 5.
That's true. Although I have a feeling I know who your number 5 is, and I think I'm gonna have to punch you.
Okay. Do you think you know what my number 5 is?
Maybe. All right. Who do you got?
I got the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, I don't have to punch. Oh, I might still have to punch you.
You're gonna have to
Um,
punch me anyways because of where they're landing.
Yeah, I 5. I had the Lions.
Okay. Yep. We just discussed the Lions and like why I didn't have them
Yeah.
top 3, and I feel like that's probably the same reasons for you. Like,
Yeah, I mean, just the coordinator change is concerning. Um, the guy they hired, John Morton, to be the offensive coordinator. Um, I I don't know yet how I feel, right? Like he's kind of said that like he's not going to change much, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Like obviously the number 1 scoring offense in the league is good, but also it's like you kind of want to change some stuff, right? Like
yeah,
you want to keep it fresh and whatever. So we'll see. I mean, obviously like the pieces are all still there. So, you still got, Amon-Ra St. Brown, you still have Jamison Williams, you still have Sam Laporta. So it's like, and Jahmyr Gibbs, so it's like the offensive pieces are there. There's no way they can be bad, but like, are they still going to be the number 1 scoring offense? Probably not,
top 3.
top 3. But the thing that gives me the most confidence is that the defensive coordinator was basically like Aaron Glenn's like protege, right? His name is Kelvin Shepard. He was their linebackers coach. And just like in interviews and stuff, he's just very like, he's obviously very like intelligent, like very like he seems like he really understands defense, and then like all the players speak very highly of him. So I'm actually like not worried about defense. Like I sort of think if anything they'll take a step up, because I do think their secondary is going to be very good. They acquired DJ Reed in the offseason, who I think is going to step in really nicely.
I love DJ Reed.
I think he's a monster. I think he's going to be really good. I think Terrion Arnold, who's our first round pick from last year, I think he's going to be better in his second year.
You get Aiden Hutchinson hopefully for a full season.
Hutch will be back for a full season. Their defensive end on the other side, I don't know. His name is Marcus Davenport. He is a perpetually injured player. So I'm a little worried we're not going to have him for the full season. But like, if you have Hutch on the other side, it's like, who do you even really need somebody on the other side?
Remember, Lions were a like top 5 team at the end of last season,
right?
And they were injured to hell and back. You
Yeah.
cannot have the same amount of injuries.
Yeah.
So there's at least going to be a benefit there.
Yeah. And then I really like their first round pick. Talik Williams, who he's just a giant human being. He's like, I think he's slimmed down a little bit, but he's like, 300 plus pound nose tackle. He's going to be kind of playing more of like a 3 technique than a nose tackle, but he just looks like a monster. So I'm just excited to see our defense. I think they're still going to be, I mean, obviously I have them top 5. So, and I'm still hoping they can make a run. We'll see how that goes, because they have like the 3rd hardest schedule. But yeah, that's how
I have the Chiefs at number 5.
Yes,
because in the Super Bowl last year,
mm-hmm.
we really saw solidified something that we kind of saw the rest of the season, but fully solidified. Their offensive line is a problem.
Yes.
And they handled that by shipping away their best offensive talent. Like the best offensive lineman gone. That offensive line is going to be dog shit. Patrick Mahomes thought he was running for his life before. It's going to be the Tampa Bay Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's just running for his life every single down. I don't like it, they're not going to sack him 10 times like the fucking Eagles did. No team's going to do that except the Eagles.
Right.
But he's going to be running for his life.
I agree.
And I think at a certain point, that offense cannot function if he's running for his life every single down.
Yeah, I agree. Also, their best receiver might be in jail. So
yes.
That doesn't help things either.
It does, yeah. And if he's not in jail, he's suspended.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't disagree with anything you said. I could.
And Kelsey's old.
Yes, the Lions and the Chiefs, I could comfortably switch and not be mad about it, right? Like, I could see the Chiefs being at 5. And you could even push the Lions down 1, and I don't think I disagree with that either. So
Okay, which makes me think, do you have the Chiefs at 4?
I have the Chiefs at 4.
Okay.
Who do you have at 4?
At number 4, I have the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. Okay. Be honest with me right now, Dugan. Do you have the Packers at 2 or 3?
I'm not going to say anything.
Okay. I have the Bills at 3, so I don't have them that much further.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they're the Bills. Every
Yeah.
year after year, they're the Bills. Josh Allen is one of the best players in the NFL.
Yes.
He did not deserve that MVP. That really should have gone to Lamar Jackson.
Yes, it should have.
I don't give a fuck what anybody says about voter fatigue. It should have been Lamar Jackson's.
I agree with you. I scream it
and
from
this
the
is
rooftops.
coming from a Browns fan. I fucking hate the Ravens.
Well, me too, but I still am like, no, that 100%. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no. But I think they're gonna be good. I think that defense is still gonna be a bit of a question mark because they weren't world beaters last year. And there's only so many 9/11 speeches you can give before the players stop before the players stop buying in.
Right.
And as for that offense, the question really is, who's Josh Allen throwing to? Like they weren't like fantastic last year. They were fine, but they weren't fantastic.
I was gonna say you're not a Khalil Shakir believer.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Hey, he did.
I'm a Golden believer.
You're a Matthew Golden believer.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Dugan.
You're good. Okay. I'm getting more worried about what my placing is, how it's going to dictate our friendship.
I know. We might have to end the show. Yes. That is the concerning thing with the Bills is like, who is Josh Allen throwing to? And then also like, because I don't think James Cook is holding out, but doesn't he want a new contract?
Yeah, he wants a new contract.
Yeah.
Give him a new contract. He was the one thing on offense that worked against the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, James Cook is a monster. He does not get enough
I think you run that Chiefs game back, the Bills win like 50% of those games. Like that was a true 50-50 toss-up game.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I like the Bills just generally. I like Josh Allen.
All right, and who do you have at number 4?
I have the Chiefs.
Chiefs? All right, cool.
Yeah. Pretty much all the reasons you said I agree with. But I think you can't discount Patrick Mahomes, right? Like he's going to make it work somehow. He's going to work that voodoo magic.
Hence why still top 5.
Yeah, they're still top. Yeah, there's no disagreeing that that's where they're going to be. But I don't know if they necessarily go back to the Super Bowl this year. I think this might be, and maybe I'm pipe dreaming, like I just want them to not make the Super Bowl. But I do think there is a very good chance that they don't this year, right? Because there's just a lot in their way.
Yeah.
Okay, at 3, I had the Bills.
Okay. At 3, I have the Ravens, who I think are going to be the AFC Super Bowl team.
Okay. And you have them at 3.
Yep.
Interesting.
I'm really worried about this.
You have the Packers at 1, Dugan.
Hey, I think this could be the year that the Ravens look to put things together. I don't think they'll win the Super Bowl. I'm gonna have my Super Bowl favorite. My number 1 is who I think is gonna win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
But I think the Ravens are gonna be good. Like I think they're actually. I don't just think they're gonna be good. They're going to be the best team in the AFC. I hate the Ravens, by the way. I'm not even giving them full props. Like I'm not giving them full props. But that combo between Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, we saw it last year. It's fucking lethal.
Yeah. It is
lethal. I don't know how you stop that genuinely. Like I don't like clearly it was stopped, but like they got another year together. The Ravens just seem to be getting better year after year.
Yeah.
I think this is the year they get over the hump. Which does mean that I think that they beat the Bills in the championship game to make the Bills like even sadder in life. But
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I had the Bills at 3. We kind of already talked about the Bills though.
Yep.
So spoiler alert, I had the Ravens at 2.
Okay.
Um,
I can see swapping them in there.
yeah, but man,
Slots.
like I don't like the Ravens just generally. But God, do I love Lamar Jackson. He's so much fun. He's just like it's like rare that you get to sit there and watch somebody and you're like, there will never be
another
another person like this on earth. Like, just everything he does, you're like, how did you do that? Like,
yeah.
He's an insane person. And it's like, I understand the criticism about like when he gets to the postseason, he gets significantly worse, right? But also that last championship game, or not championship game, divisional game, they were one dropped pass away from maybe winning that game, right? Like,
yeah.
if he doesn't drop that, if that tight end doesn't drop that ball, they're within range, like so
they could have won. Like,
they could have won. I just, I don't know. Yeah. The if like one or two more things go right for the Ravens, they're in the Super Bowl. So,
yep.
And I do think their defense is phenomenal, right? Like, they got so much better as the year went on. They're, again, just a no-fly zone, right? Just like, they probably have the best safety in the league. Like, there is just
Kyle Hamilton, man. I fucking love that guy.
I love Kyle Hamilton.
Hey, man, I love that
so
guy.
Cool.
From college when he was at Notre Dame.
Yep.
To the pros, I love him.
And sneakily one of the best blitzers in the league.
Yes.
He's very good at blitzing. So
yes, I'm very, very high on the Ravens, despite how much I hate them.
That's fair.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just say my number 2 because my number 1 is going to be a long discussion itself. I got number 2 as the Eagles.
Oh, dude. Too good.
Like I said, I know my number 1's going to be discussion. So let's just praise the Eagles here.
Okay.
Pure team wise, the Eagles are the best team.
Yes.
Pure team wise. But like I said, I did not. This ranking is based on my number 1 and number 2. I swapped based off of who I thought was going to win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Which does mean I think the Eagles are going to lose in the championship game.
Okay.
The Eagles are just a fucking monster of a team. If you want a top 5 player in the league, they got one at every position.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
They have no weaknesses.
No. I agree with you.
Except one.
Which is?
The middle linebackers. They just lost a couple of them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yep, middle linebackers and yeah. I don't know, they're tight ends.
Yeah.
They don't need tight ends. They don't need tight ends.
No, they don't. Not really. What is their tight end? Dallas
Goedert.
Goddard? Yeah. He's okay.
He's fine.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's a weakness, and a guy who's like, oh yeah, he's fine. He's like top 15 tight ends. That's a weakness for them.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying their middle linebackers are bad. They still got like top 15 guys at both slots on the middle linebacker.
Right.
But like, the fuck does that have to do with anything when they're so good everywhere else?
Yeah. Well, I mean, spoiler alert, that the Eagles are my number 1. So
yeah, I know. Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just won. They just beat the ever living shit out of the Chiefs. Much to my delight.
Yeah, everyone's delight. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess it's time to have that conversation, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess it's time to have that conversation.
All right, lay it on me.
I'm a Jordan Love believer.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll be a Hall of Famer. However,
wow. Okay.
There is one thing.
Yeah.
Every time Green Bay gets a Hall of Fame quarterback, they're only allowed 1 Super Bowl.
That's true.
I think this is the year.
Oh man.
I know.
I don't know, dude.
I'm a Golden believer.
I don't know, Dukin.
I know. It's hard. It's gonna be hard to convince you. I know, but hey, they got a damn good running back, Josh Jacobs, top 5, top 3. Fuck it, he's number 2. I put him right behind Saquon.
Really?
Yep, I'll put him above Henry.
That's fascinating.
Yep,
you are really high on the Packers.
I'm very high on the Packers. They are my Super Bowl winning pick.
to me right now, you sound like all those people who last year had the Jets in the Super Bowl.
I don't care. I don't care. No, I'm just really high on them. I think their defense is going to be really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
But the main reason I'm really high on them is I think Jordan Love put shit together for 1 year. Like I said, I don't think they're going to win more than one Super Bowl. I think this is their one Super Bowl with Jordan Love.
That's fair. I don't agree at all, but I
didn't expect
understand.
you to. This would be like if you put the Steelers at
I was
Super
gonna
Bowl.
say, because like I don't necessarily disagree with you, like in terms of some of the stuff you said. I guess for me the big sticking point is Jordan Love. I just don't
we
think
have differing opinions on Jordan Love.
And I think for me it's just because I've never seen, like, I do see when he does something amazing, right? Like he does have a couple of throws a year where you're like, that's incredible. Like, I don't know how he did that. But then he also has a lot of throws where you're like, why did you do that? What,
I think that this will be a season-long Toyota-thon.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see.
Yep.
I just don't.
I'm sorry. As we got closer and closer to number one, I was like, oh no.
That's okay. That's your list. I'm not mad about it. Okay. This podcast
I don't
is
like
over,
the Packers. Like, I'm not like a Packers fan, but
I still like you're a Packers fan.
I'm not a Packers fan. I'm a Browns fan. I could go on a rant about all the good things about the Browns, except it starts and ends with Myles Garrett.
That's true. That is the whole list.
Well, actually, and Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, but he's a fucking maybe out for the season.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. I don't begrudge you.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Also, no Nick Chubb on the Browns, so I'm just a very sad man.
Yeah. Where did he go?
Nowhere.
Oh, he's just not signed?
He's not signed. He's expected to sign with Houston.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we had some pretty different. It's funny. We had some spots where we were like right in sync, and then we had some where we were just way off.
Yeah. As we got closer and closer to the top, like 8, we were. Sorry, let's go top 7. Like, our top 7 are basically the same.
Yeah. I mean, I got the Broncos hanging out in there, but besides that.
Yeah, like, no, but like remove the Broncos and remove the Packers, we have the same, like, the other 6 are the same 6 teams.
Yes, true. That's true. Yeah, it should be fun. Should be a fun season.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's pretty much all I had planned. So
yeah, that's all I got. This has been a long recording.
I was gonna say we've been here for hours. This went way longer than I thought it would.
We had a lot to say.
We did. Well, that was our NFL power rankings. Thanks everybody for listening. If you like this show, you can leave us a nice review. You can comment on YouTube. You can like it. You can like the video, or you can, share it with a friend or a family member. You can scream it to somebody in the streets.
Do that last one, especially.
Yeah, especially do that last one in a crowded area would be the best, I think.
Yeah.
If you like hearing my voice, I have another podcast that I do called Viva La Action. You can find the link to that in the description down below, as well as the links to all of our social media. Dugan still doesn't have anything to plug.
Yeah.
Unless you want to, I don't know, do you have a personal thing you want to plug, or?
No. I'll be on Viva La Action at some point.
Yes, you will be. You'll be there again. We'll get you on. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll be back in about a month's time. Talk about something else. Other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.